What's up, HASfit Tribe? It's your personal trainer, Coach Kozak.
I'm Claudia, and this is a HIIT workout for beginners.
Today's workout is great for fat loss and improving cardio.
You'll find no repeat movements in this low-impact workout.
There's no equipment required.
But you may add some light dumbbells or water bottles to increase the intensity.
Now let's get started. Let's begin with a warm-up, and our first move is going to focus on our upper body, specifically our shoulders, back, and chest. Let's bring those arms to our sides. Elbows are at a 90-degree angle. We're going to do what we call a shoulder box. First, we're going to start by bringing those upper arms up till they're parallel to the floor. Then bring those hands back. Feel that stretch in your chest and shoulders. Hands back down and then to the side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And every time you bring those hands back, try to bring them a little further back as you open up those chest muscles and shoulders. Great one to help restore our upright posture as well. Nice consistent breathing here as we move through it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Next up, we're going to perform what's called a good morning. We're going to focus on that posterior chain, our whole backside. Our feet are going to be hip width apart, starting with our hands behind our head, a little bend in our knees. And now I'm going to bring my hips back as I hinge at my hips. Feel that stretch in the back of my legs, and then stand up nice and straight. So again, moving at a warm-up pace here, not a workout pace. It is
Sorry, I was just going to add, our legs should maintain the same angle as to not turn this into a squat.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's the temptation. But instead, we're hinging at the waist, and it's almost like we're trying to touch our backside to the wall behind us as we hinge.
And you are supposed to feel it all the way from your glutes, your hamstrings, down
Maybe
to
a
your
little
calves.
calf, lower back, all the above here. This is a foundational movement, a hinge. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break.
Excellent.
Next up, we have a side step and sit back, starting with our feet together. You can have your hands on your hips or out in front of you, whatever feels most comfortable. I'm going to step my left straight leg out, and I'm going to sit straight down. So I'm not going into that leg, but instead I'm sitting straight down, alternating right and left.
So essentially, one foot replaces the other foot in the middle.
Yeah, and we're feeling that stretch on that inside of the leg, as well as our hips as we sit back. Again, we can kind of adjust your depth depending on your flexibility and mobility level. But again, moving at that warm-up pace here. Plenty of time for those work sets to come. It's our last warm-up move. Making sure to breathe throughout. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, warm-up is complete. You feeling good, Claudia?
I'm warmed up. Let's do it.
Hoping you're feeling good out there as well, HASfit Tribe. So as we said in the introduction, today is a no repeat exercise routine. So just one set of every exercise, going to keep the pace up. We're going to do about 30 seconds of each exercise, followed by 15 seconds of rest, and then moving on to another movement. Our first move is going to be a cross body knee. I want you to reach up to your left side diagonally. We're going to knee across your body and return, engaging that core. We're doing this one for 30 seconds in total. We'll switch halfway through. Ready? And begin. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as that knee comes up.
Giving those abs a tight squeeze. Bring your knee up to your hands.
That's it. So that core gets contracted on every repetition.
And we're going to switch sides now.
All right, same move, start at the opposite side and then across. So again, it's that cross body knee, not just straight up. but bring your arms and knee diagonally across the body.
Nice work. Let's go. Not much left here.
Just a few more repetitions, almost there. Come on.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break.
All right, we have a combination move for you next. It's going to be a quarter squat plus a high punch. Now, this is where you get to choose your own intensity level. I'm going to use some dumbbells. Claudia has some really light dumbbells. Maybe even have water bottles or just your own body weight.
That's right.
Completely up to you. Our hands start at our chin. I'm going to perform a quarter squat down, punch, 1, 2, up high. Ready, begin. Quarter squat, 1, 2. So again, that squat, it's not a full squat. We call it a quarter squat because, as you can see, we're only squatting a quarter of the way down. Make sure you're punching up nice and high over your head. And even though it's just the quarter squat, we are sitting back every time. So it shouldn't just be a knee bend, but she's engaging those hips back.
You're gonna sit back on a chair.
That's it, same mechanism.
And 3, 2, 1, and break.
All right, no hand weights needed for the next one. We're gonna move into an opposite side toe touch. Nice wide stance for this one. Our arms are up, and now I'm gonna take my right hand, hinge at my hips, and bring it to my left foot, back up. Alternate. Now, if you can't quite touch your foot, that's all right. Touch your shin, knee, or whatever you can touch.
That's right.
Ready, and begin. So starting with a slight bend in our knees, and we're gonna maintain that same bend, hinging at our hips, just like we did in that good morning in the warm-up. That's why we warmed these muscles up, right? Sitting back every time. You feel that heart rate coming up now. Feels good. Very efficient workout today, working our lower and upper body and core all at the same time.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break.
Excellent. No hand weights for our next one, another upper lower body combo for you. Let's start with our straight arms out in front, and at the same time, I'm gonna bring my elbows back and kick myself in my own butt. So it's a butt kick plus a pullback, alternating right and left legs. Ready?
Yes.
And begin.
All right.
So every time getting a full reach in and then pulling back from those elbows.
I would say exhale as you pull those arms back. Squeeze those back shoulder muscles.
That's it. Don't forget to breathe.
Right. It's very important.
Focusing on it. You moving at a pace that you feel comfortable with. Pushing yourself. Only you can do that, and only you know what that pace looks like today.
Let's go. And 3, 2, 1, and break.
All right, next up, you have the choice of using some light dumbbells. Up to you. We're going to do a shoulder raise plus run in place. So at the same time, I'm gonna bring my arms up to parallel to the floor and get those hot feet moving. You decide if you just want to use your body weight on this one, or if you want some light hand weights. Ready, and begin. Trying to give you all the tools today to make this workout work for you and for your current fitness level.
That's right. Hot feet, like you're on some burning coals.
Oh, I like that analogy. Nice light ground touches, putting that energy back in the ground. If you have neighbors underneath you, we don't want them to hear you.
That's right. These should not be stomps.
Feeling those shoulders starting to burn too. Come on, fight through it.
Oh yeah, not much left. In 3, 2, 1, and break.
All right, no hand weights needed for this next one. We're gonna move into a sumo deadlift plus oblique reach. Nice wide sumo stance with our toes pointed out just a little bit on this one. Sitting back, weight in our hips, then knees, sit down. And now as I come up, I'm gonna place my left hand on my hip and reach over with my right hand. Back down, same move, opposite side, alternating right and left. Let's go, ready, and begin. Sit down nice and deep. On that sumo deadlift, you wanna make sure that you're keeping your feet flat. We don't wanna fall back onto our heels or fall forward onto our toes. We call that driving through the midfoot.
Come on, you got it.
Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up.
You don't have much left here. I know those legs are burning. In 3, 2, 1, and break.
Ah, nice. We're working on our back with our next exercise. If you are using hand weights, this would be a good time to use them. We're gonna do a seesaw row. Our feet start shoulder width apart. We're gonna hinge at our hips, backs at a 45-degree angle. I'm gonna pull back from my right elbow, and then when my right arm goes back down, my left arm comes up. So there's that seesaw movement. Ready? And begin. This one's more about speed than using a high weight. And again, you could totally get your heart rate up with just your own body weight on this one.
We still want to keep our shoulders square in this movement, so we're going to do our best to prevent any rotation in the seesaw.
That's it. And as you probably noticed, it's not just working your back, just maintaining this position is also going to work your legs.
And your core.
Yeah, keep that core engaged.
Back nice and straight. Remembering to breathe in 3, 2, 1, break.
All right. We have an option to use one light hand weight for our next exercise. We're going to do either a reverse lunge plus a rotation.
Or a step back plus a rotation.
You decide what's going to be appropriate for you. We have our hands in front. I'm going to step back with my right leg. I'm going to drop both knees to a 90-degree angle, rotate to that same lead leg, and back up.
And mine is almost like a step back, but it's almost like I'm doing a quarter of a reverse lunge.
So really, you just adjust your depth depending on your fitness level.
That's right.
And begin. But we are doing that rotation while you're in the middle of the move, right?
Gonna take some concentration.
Yeah,
just to get the move down. Step back, rotate, come back up.
Also working our balance as well, right? Keeping that core engaged. We don't want a loose core there. Working our lower body as well as that core with this one.
All right, not much left. In 3, 2, 1, and break.
All right, if you're using hand weights, we're gonna need 2 of them for the next exercise. Another combination move, upper lower body. We're going to do a high knee march plus a curl. So I'm going to bring my palms up, curling at the same time, alternating, bringing up right and left knee into that high knee march. Ready, and begin. Using your core to bring that knee up, just like we did earlier in today's workout with that crossbody knee. And don't just allow the hip flexor to take over, but instead make those abs contract every time.
Let's do our best to keep our bodies almost like a pencil.
Ooh, that's a good analogy.
Without doing much rocking to the side, right? Doing our best to maintain a nice straight position. This is really going to help our core really engage that core here.
Yeah, we don't want to be bent over like this either on this one. I think that's the other temptation.
Let's go. In 3, 2, 1, and break.
Yes. That's it. You made it, Claudia.
Excellent job out there.
You made it out there, HASfit Tribe. The work portion is done. Now let's give our body some love with the cool down. It's going to help our heart rates to come down slowly and also help negate that soreness over the next couple days. First one is going to be a wide stance, floor touch. So it's getting to a wider than hip width stance. And I want you to bend over at your waist and see if you can touch the floor. If you can't, just kind of allow your body to relax here. If you can touch the floor, go ahead and do so. And if it's kind of easy for you, you can kind of reach your hands out or walk your fingers out just a little bit. We're just going to hold here. So whatever your full range of motion looks like on this, get there and then kind of work your way into that bottom position. It's a static stretch. So we're just holding here. We work those inner thighs and gracilis today. So we want to make sure we give them some love on the inside of our legs. For 3, 2, 1, come on up, nice and slow. Also, our quadriceps, those big thigh muscles in front, got some work in today. So let's show those some love with a standing quad stretch. I'm gonna do mine on my own.
And I'm actually gonna make my way over to the wall. So if you have a couch, countertop, chair, something to help with your balance, now would be the time to move in that direction.
All right, so let's see if I can do this one without falling. We're gonna pull back from the foot or ankle. And if you can't quite reach it, you can also grab a band or a towel for this one to help you get there. Trying your best to keep that knee in and not flared up and out.
Right.
We're just holding here. Again, another static stretch. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right,
Oh,
well,
man,
I almost
almost
made
lost it.
Something about that counting really got me going. All right,
Yeah.
let's see if I can get the other side.
Woo.
I think I broke concentration there.
Sometimes it helps to just kind of fix your eye on something that's stationary, not move.
And we're gonna keep that fall, by the way, too. We'll make sure we're not gonna edit that one out. I want you to see that I'm not perfect either. I'm always improving, always working on getting better, just like you out there. No camera magic here.
Definitely not.
Nice, consistent breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax.
Perfect.
All right, so we're both gonna make our way on over to the wall for the next one. You can also use a door frame, or if you don't have anything at all, you could just do this one out in space. We're gonna do we're gonna call a wall angel. So I'm gonna get my flat back and my head up against that wall the best that I can, and then bring my straight arms overhead. Try and put my hands and my arms on that wall. That's gonna be a challenge just right there. Now drag slowly your hands and elbows along that wall, and then reach overhead. Now for you, you might not be able to make contact, but that's okay. What the goal is that's just understanding that that's what we're working towards. And as long as you're fighting to get back there while going up and down, you're gonna get a great stretch. Inhaling on the way down. Exhaling on the way up. I've been doing this one for years, and I still need to practice it.
Oh, I know. But don't be discouraged by that.
No.
Be better than us.
Yeah, well, you probably already are out there. Big reaches for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Ah, nice job.
And getting better really is just about consistency and discipline day in and day out.
That's it.
And one of the things that we found that really help you with that accountability is following a complete exercise program.
And those exercise programs can be found on the HASfit app.
Yeah, regardless of what your goal is. So make sure to download it now and check it out.
Don't forget to like us on your favorite social media channel.
Until next time, I'm Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia.
And we will see you at your next workout.